What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again for another BFR. So, Game 45 was on January 31st at 6:30 p.m. at home against the Vancouver Canucks for the Hawks. News before the game was that Patrick Sharp was going to be joining the on-air broadcast in between the benches, so they can get that on-ice perspective. And then Patrick Sharp, Marian Hossa, and Eddie Olczyk, all former Blackhawk players. Hossa, Hall of Famer; Sharp, a broadcaster; and Olczyk, a broadcaster with the Hawks, are all to help with as advisors in the Blackhawks GM position search. So that was some news that happened. Vancouver wins 3-1 in the game. Hawks, 55 minutes of that game, had no control whatsoever and had no position to play this game. Vancouver, however, wasn't looking much better, but they at least controlled the pace of the game. They played their way and they won. The Hawks go to 16, 22, and 7. Shots 32-21 Vancouver, hits 30-25 Vancouver, faceoffs 27-20 Vancouver. Chicago goes 0 for 2 on the power play, Vancouver 0 for 4. Fleury saves 29 out of 31, and Halak saves 20 out of 21. In the first, Vancouver pressures early, and it was pretty back and forth, and there were not a lot of whistles throughout this game. This was a very fast game. It was 2 hours, and I think a little less than 15 minutes, and it was over. Vancouver was playing very defensive, but the Hawks were causing turnovers early. But then at 7:39, it's a goal. It's a Vancouver goal from Alex Chason. It's an off the post and in, his 5th of the season from Dowling. It was off a Hawks turnover. Turnovers would kill them in this game. And it was a great pass by Dowling, right into the slot, and Chason wheeled it right in. Then at 4:48, it's a Chicago penalty to Borgstrom for hooking, which would be killed. Good kill. Penalty ends 3-on-1 for the Hawks. Lafferty to Carpenter, back to Lafferty, misses a wide open net while trying to get it back to Carpenter, and the puck goes out of play. And then at 2:42, because of that play, Vancouver penalty to Hunt for interference, which I thought was funny, because it really should have been Murphy who interfered more with Hunt, I thought, but it's a power play, and the Hawks don't opportunize on it, and it's killed. The power play looked good. Kane had a few chances that were saved, and then Halak made one really good one with his glove. And we go to the second period. Hawks turnovers lead to at 15:32 another Vancouver goal. This time it was a deflection from Brock Besser, his 12th of the season, from Hughes and Dickinson to make it 2-0. It was a good kill. And then at 15:06, the Chicago penalty to Hahn for tripping, which would be killed. It was a good kill, and they were blocking a lot of shots. Blocking shots would be a huge portion of this game, and the reason it's not a Vancouver dominance win. There was a good poke by Seth Jones, but then at 9:40, it's a Chicago penalty to Seth Jones for tripping, which would be killed. And there were just too many Hawks turnovers. DeBrincat had a chance in the slot that was saved. Then 8:49, it's a Vancouver penalty to Miller for slashing/breaking the stick, whichever you choose. So it was 4-on-4 during that. It was because of the Jones penalty and then the Vancouver penalty. They would just cancel each other out for a few bit, and then the little with about a minute and 9 seconds left on the power play when the Hawks would get on the power play, which would be killed. You go to the third, where Chicago had 25 blocked shots 6 minutes into the third. There were chances on both sides early, all saved. Then at 6:59, it's a goal for Chicago. It's Connor Murphy with his 4th of the season from Kane and Doc. It's a one-timer. It's a bad angle shot that goes in. Halak could have had the shutout. His first game in 2022, and it honestly should not have gone in. Vancouver should have shut the Hawks out, but Murphy gives the Hawks some hope. Hagel then nearly had a tap-in right after that, but they couldn't get it. 3:07, it's a killer. It's a Chicago penalty for too many men, which would be killed. Their power play looks very dangerous, and then Chicago was looking for the tie as the goalies pulled at 51 seconds. Then at 20.6 seconds, it's a Vancouver goal, empty net goal from Luke Shen from about 180 feet out, and it's his second of the season, unassisted, make it 3-1. Story of this game, one last thing was a Vancouver offside went uncalled right before that goal, but anyway, we move on. There were too many turnovers. 55 minutes Vancouver controlled that game. For 5 minutes, I'd give Chicago. And then 30 blocked shots for Chicago, which was already just not many notes to take this game compared to the last few games. This game was pretty cut and dry, and it just showed that the Hawks were not good enough to win. But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.